Agora foi. Aham, concordo com tudo isso. E vamos então, novo jogo, modo difícil. E partiu para mais uma jornada muito viajada. É muito louca a história desse jogo. Conversei um pouco, né, com o Eliton. Ele tem uma pegada bem junguiana dessa questão do antagonismo entre luz e sombra.
We all come to a story with hopes and expectations, looking for an answer. Sometimes it would be better to live with that hope without ever knowing the full story.
E parece que o único jeito então dele conseguir realmente escapar do lugar obscuro seria ele se reconciliando com a sua sombra, que na verdade é a sombra dele, pelo que eu entendi, que traz a potência criativa dele como escritor, né? Só que tem toda essa questão da...
In a horror story, there are only victims and monsters, and the trick is not to end up as either. But trapped by the genre, we are all ripped to pieces along the way. This is not the story I hoped it would be. This is not the ending I wanted. This story will eat us alive. This story is a monster. And monsters wear many faces.
Eu não entendi assim, agora que o Nightingale, que eu tô controlando aqui, ele é realmente já tá tomado pela presença obscura, ou se de alguma forma ele escapou e saiu desse jeito. Realmente não sei. Enquanto isso, o Juan aqui, meu cachorro, fica só se mexendo aqui na cama, né? Dando a parede. Muito bom pra me dar susto. Bom que agora eu me assusto, né? Essas... Já um pouco mais vacinado contra isso, mas eu vou me assustar com certeza. Se é por ele ser impossível ver as outras pessoas como sendo tomada por trevas, e ele na verdade é possível, não sei. conversei com ela, então talvez essa questão do lago, não ser um lago, ser um oceano, tenha a ver também com essa... que o lago talvez represente o consciente, o oceano é o inconsciente, e aí o lago
Hey,
se
kiddo.
alimenta do oceano,
How are you?
talvez como uma
I'm good, Mom.
representação
How are
desse
you?
inconsciente coletivo.
This trip might take a little longer than I thought. I'm sorry I've been gone so much lately, Logan.
Oh my god, Mom, it's not your fault people get all murdery. What happened?
Just work stuff.
Right.
A pessoa teve o
Well,
coração
Dad and I are just
fora,
watching the latest episode of Night Springs here. Mom, it's so good.
No spoilers! I'll let you get back to the show. You were supposed to wait and watch with me. I love you both.
This is what happens when you go on work trips, Mom. Love you too. And say hi to Casey. Tell him to stop brooding so much.
Logan? I will. Bye, kiddo. Logan thinks you should try cheering up.
Snarky kid. Wonder where she gets that from.
It can't be a coincidence that another body turns up just as we arrive in town. Feels like the killer's leaving us a message.
I'm glad you're on this case with me, Anderson. It's right up your alley. You should take lead. Think of me as the backup.
Okay. Any words of advice?
Nothing that would cheer anyone up.
E o lip sync ainda tá sincronização agora.
Here we are. Cauldron Lake.
Quase um mês eu quis lançar no jogo.
Time to get to work.
E ainda não consertaram isso. Muito bem, aqui
A deputy was supposed to be here to show us to the crime scene. There's the car, so where's the deputy?
Eaten by a bear? I'll check out that map.
Aqui tá rodando aqui uns 93, 95 FPS. Mas é por causa da transmissão também, né? Ela acaba pesando
Worth
um pouco
memorizing
na placa de vídeo.
before we get swallowed up by the
Mas quando eu
trees.
tô jogando no off, ficam 100 FPS. Vamos ver aqui o mapa do Cauldron Lake.
I think I hear someone. Could be our deputy.
I can go take a look.
Hey, over here. Hey there. Agent Casey, right? Sheriff Breaker said you'd be coming by to take over the case.
You're half right. Anderson?
Saga Anderson. I'll be leading this case. Seems you already know my partner, Alex Casey.
Shoot. Sorry about that, ma'am. I'm Deputy Mulligan. I just figured that, you know, that, Federal agents right here, Thornton. My partner, Thornton, down at the crime scene. He's not what you call the sharpest axe in the shed.
Right here? What do you mean? Are they with you?
Deixa eu ajeitar um pouco aqui a minha câmera. Acho que eu tô muito na frente. Pera aí. Ah, não. Aqui, ó. Ah, aqui, ó. Deixar um pouquinho mais pra cima, talvez. Aí, acho que agora vai ficar melhor.
What can you tell us about the crime scene?
Tell them about the heart.
I was getting to that, Thornton. Well, we reckon there are some organs that are currently outside the victim's person when they should be, well, you know, inside.
Were there any
Ótima
witnesses?
descrição.
Yeah, a couple out-of-towners. I wonder what they were doing sneaking around the woods at night.
Mention the city folk. It's pretty suspicious.
Not that we have anything against city folk, right, Thornton? But don't worry. Sheriff Breaker took them back to town a while ago.
I want to see the body. How do we get there?
Oh, sure, that's real simple. Just through the hole in the fence, down the hill towards the lake, around the old convenience store. You can't miss it. Everything's been closed since the area was fenced off. The store, the campground, all of it.
Mulligan, tell him I'm here waiting. I'll show him around.
They got it, Thornton.
Before we get to the crime scene, there's time to review the facts of the case so far. Make sure I'm seeing the clues clearly. The Mind Place. My version of the Mind Palace technique. To sift through clues and work the case. Building the Mind Place again for each case. Using each field office as a model in my head. The facts are on the board.
É, né? Só esse caso que tem, né?
I see you're already hard at work, Anderson. Close to cracking it?
We're just getting started. Let's head down the hill to the crime scene.
Fucking nature.
Vamos aproveitar a
Gives
vista
me a
aqui, né?
headache. There's too much sky.
Sam Lake aí, interpretando meio que um Max Payne aí. Sempre esses comentários ácidos da realidade.
Hey, Casey.
Pessimismo total.
You putting me in charge. Why now?
Look, Anderson, you're a better detective than I am. You've cracked cases that had the rest of us baffled. I don't want to slow you down.
Are you thinking of retiring? You know what happens to cops who say this is their last case.
Mm-hmm. Real funny, Anderson.
Stairs are out. You okay to jump down?
I'm not that old.
Enquanto isso, nosso próprio Eita, nosso pobre escritor proletarizado, Alan Wake, está preso nas amarras do lugar obscuro, tentando escapar daquele lugar. Tu vê, né, os escritores, né, principalmente os artistas hoje em dia são
Not a bad place to get murdered.
If getting back to nature is your thing.
Tão desvalorizados que, né, às vezes o negócio é tu realmente enlouquecer e viver da loucura.
Damn. Should have brought an umbrella.
I like the rain. The only thing around here that feels like home.
You think the local law had the sense to put up a tarp?
If they did, next coffee's on me.
Can I make it, Mulligan? Hey!
Deputy Thornton, I take it.
That's me, at your service, ready to get this case solved. Now the body's behind the store. Come on, I'll show you. So, FBI, huh? That's so cool. Hunting down psycho serial killers and shootouts with the mob.
You forgot the UFO cover-ups.
What? Those are real? You guys hiring?
É, a Daisy, minha esposa,
Let's
que
just
adora
see this body,
psicopatas e
shall
serial
we?
killers. Sempre compro esses livros da Dark Side aí que aparece que tem algum serial killer.
Now this is the scene of the crime. We found him on the table. Now he didn't touch nothing,
Engraçado
you
que
know, procedures and
serial
stuff.
killers, né?
Thanks, Deputy.
Pessoas com
No THOR.
transtornos psicológicos
You owe me a
fortíssimos
coffee.
sempre aparecem nos
Okay,
Estados Unidos,
let's start
né?
by examining our guest
No
of honor.
centro do capitalismo.
Does
Nunca
this
vi
fit the MO of
talvez
the
não tenha
previous
conhecimento de
murders?
nenhum serial killer da União Soviética.
Body is positioned on the table.
Se dia eu descobrir, eu vou ficar bem
Ritualistic.
impressionado. Deixa eu ver o que mais eu posso analisar aqui. Quadro de casos. Aqui a cena do crime.
Another body turns up just as we arrive in town. Coincidence?
Como diz com os assassinatos anteriores. Vamos ver. Tem que analisar aqui.
Incise stab wound. Chest cut open. Heart removed. The killer left the heart right next to the body. Bruising on the wrist from the cargo straps holding him down.
Vamos descobrir aqui como diz.
Heart removed from chest, strapped by the wrists. Definitely matches the previous murders. But this time the heart and the straps were left behind. More clues to work with. This makes 4 murders that we know about. Who is our victim? Who killed him? Need to find more clues. Any idea who the victim is?
Oh, I sure do. His name is Nightingale. He was FBI. He came to town about 13 years ago. I haven't heard a word about him since. Well, until now.
Nightingale? Robert Nightingale?
Oh, yes. You probably knew him. Brothers in arms. Oh, and sisters.
So you knew our victim?
Well, I didn't recognize him in his current state. But yeah, I ran into him a few times at Quantico. Never worked any cases together. After his partner got killed in the field, he went off the deep end. Got the boot pretty quick after that.
So what happened to Nightingale after the Bureau let him go?
I only know the rumors. Depression led to booze, booze led to paranoia. He got some wild ideas in his head, chased ghosts until he fell off the map. Guess he ended up here,
I bet there's more to that story.
but no happy ending.
Nightingale went missing 13 years ago. 2010.
The same as all the other victims.
Certainly fits the pattern. Makes me wonder what was going on that year.
Probably something this town wants to forget.
Vamos pegar umas pistas aqui também.
Someone left in a hurry. Knocked the tripod over.
Cerveja.
Was it for a camera? Someone was drinking beer. They spent time here, waiting.
Vítima, Nightingale surtou, FBI demitiu ele, a vítima é
Robert Nightingale, ex-FBI, came to Bright Falls 13 years ago.
Esse eu não consigo pôr.
Was he killed here, or brought here after? For display.
Ah, tá aqui.
Multiple people were here. Multiple killers? Large amount of blood on the table. The victim died here.
Ah, agora sim. Opa.
Boot prints, indicating multiple killers. Quite the party. They planned for the murder to happen here, passing the time with equipment ready. They were waiting for him. But why Nightingale? He's been missing for 13 years. Why here? Why now? Profiling. Get into the subject's head. See what they saw. Feel what they felt. Use whatever I know about them to guide my intuition to a revelation. Piece it together.
Ah, 'Cause 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 'c's 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 'c's
Agent Nightingale has been MIA for 13 years. How did he end up here?
Up from the lake that's not a lake. It's dark. He was there too. You are not allowed in the lake until he says otherwise.
Robert Nightingale came from the lake before his murder. Nightingale was chosen as the victim. Why?
Flick the switch. It goes
Tá
click.
dando essas ondas de calor aqui no
Lights are
Brasil
off.
e aqui no
But
sul.
somebody's home.
Ah, tá
Somebody's
terrível,
home.
porque um dia quente, outro
This
dia
wasn't
frio,
some
depois
random
chove pra
act of
caralho,
violence.
aí depois é calor de
This was a
novo.
ritual. And Nightingale a component. They didn't see him as a person. More like a container for something.
Cauldron Lake.
The lake is connected to Nightingale somehow. Casey, let's take a look down by the lake. Lead the way.
Sounds good. This way, right?
Right.
Well, okay. Well, I'll just wait here.
Chamei uma coisa aqui no mapa. Ah, eu posso vir pra cá e eu já vou pegar uma lancheira do Alex Casey. É, vou fazer isso antes.
This one of your hunches, Anderson? Did something happen at the lake?
I think Nightingale came up from that direction. From the lake. Probably looking for shelter.
É, né? Acho que eu entro aqui na direita e sigo reto.
When you're ready, I'd love to hear what you put together so far.
Sure. It's not that complicated. Nightingale was out in the woods alone at night, possibly nude. The killers knew he was here, ambushed him, dragged him to the campgrounds, strapped him to the table, cut his heart out. But then they were interrupted by those witnesses, the Bookers. The job is unfinished.
That seems pretty complicated to me. What was this guy doing skinny dipping at this time of year?
Haven't figured that part out yet.
Mm-hmm. Lots of questions.
Lots of answers for us to find.
Tá, agora eu posso acho que pausar aqui o diálogo.
I'm gonna go check something out. Be right back.
Got it.
É sempre melhor aqui, né? Fazer essa exploração antes. Deixa eu ver se eu tô no caminho certo. Tô, né? Não, eu já ia pro caminho errado. É melhor sempre fazer a exploração antes, porque depois no fim do jogo vai ficando cada vez mais escuro e fica bem mais difícil, né, de ver os lugares. Depois de sair pra explorar, sem falar que vai ter um monte de inimigo também espalhado pela floresta, que eles ficam ressurgindo sempre que tu entra no abrigo de luz. Às vezes nem precisa entrar no abrigo de luz, né? Só tu sair um pouco longe e tu volta de novo e os inimigos já reaparecem.
Is that a kid's lunchbox? An Alex Casey movie lunchbox. Casey hates the endless jokes about coincidentally having the same name as a fake detective. He hates those cheesy crime books, but he really hates the movies.
Lembre-se, é só um dia ruim, não uma vida ruim. Mas se tiver tendo um dia bom, ignore tudo isso. Muito sábio. Se eu não me engano, até posso pegar umas evidências aqui dentro, né? Deixa eu ver. Aqui, ó. Aqui. Grande quantidade.
They left a lot of garbage. Not the fastidious type.
Aham, que a seita tava aqui, né? Vai ver. Opa. Vamos ver se agora eu volto ali pro caminho certo. Não, né? Já ia me perder de novo. Aqui tem, se eu não me engano, também uns itens aqui pra pegar. Acho que é bem aqui mesmo. Aqui, ó. Já pego, acho que um pouco de munição. Não? Só pilha pra lanterna, tá ótimo também. E vamos voltar então pro Alex Case, onde é que ele foi parar. Tá, deixa eu ver se eu não me perdi de novo. Aqui à minha esquerda mesmo, só seguir aqui.
Welcome back, Anderson.
Vamos correr? Vamos correr até a próxima linha de diálogo.
I didn't know trees got that big. Gives me the creeps.
You need to get out more. It is kind of creepy, though.
Bah, eu tô achando essa árvore muito foda.
Tracks. Barefoot. Nightingales? They come out from under the boulder.
It makes no sense.
There's a piece of paper on the ground.
Primeira página do manuscrito.
A page full of text on one side. Not a printout. Written with a typewriter. Old school. Lines scratched out and edits added with a pen.
Like a manuscript. Page of a story. Killer left a message.
It's for us. The text is about us. The victim was one of their own. FBI Special Agent Robert Nightingale. And then there was the page they found. The first step down into terrifying depths.
Reading
the words.
These words felt like a message.
Felt like a message.
Someone knew they were here, someone playing a game with them. An invitation. How could they not accept, even if they knew it would end up hurting them?
Someone's been watching us.
Playing a sick game with us.
You were right. This is right up my alley. Nightingale came this way. Either he dropped this page, or the killers left it for us. I should profile Nightingale about this page.
Fazer interrogatório do além.
We found a page in the woods. A story about these events. What is Nightingale's role in this?
I carry his words close to my chest now. Inside, the awful truth. You must dig it out.
Something was put inside him. In his chest. I must find out what.
E aqui tá a página do manuscrito.
The victim was one of their own. FBI Special Agent Robert Nightingale, gone missing here 13 years ago. Now he had suddenly turned up, only to be murdered in a brutal ritual on the very day of their arrival. And then there was the page. This page, the first page that they had found, not the last. The first step down into terrifying depths. Secret truths trembling beyond the threshold. Reading the words, these words, felt like a message. Was a message. Someone knew they were here. What they were doing. Someone playing a game with them. Leading them on. An invitation. How could they not accept? The sheer audacity of this impossible mystery presented to them. Even if they knew it would end up hurting them.
quadro... Aqui no quadro de caso tem... Ah, tem aqui. A trilha esfriou.
I think he came from the lake. But his tracks make no sense. Found all I can here. Time to properly examine the body. See what I can find inside. Finding a Casey movie lunchbox out here can't be a coincidence. Another message. Casey, I think something's been put inside Nightingale's body. Let's tell the deputies to get the body to the town morgue.
Okay.
Vamos lá.
Whoever wrote that page made sure it read like a story. Like a scene from a thriller.
I hate all of it. The text said we'd find more. I believe it.
But what's the purpose? They're twisting events to create their own narrative to do... what? Entertain some fantasy? Projecting their desires? Are we characters or the audience? Witnesses to their design? All the above?
It's all about control. Deciding what happens to who. Don't let it drag you in.
Too late. I'm already
Na verdade,
hooked.
tá todo mundo
I need the
entrando
next
dentro da
chapter.
história que altera a realidade que é criada pelo Alan Wake dentro do lugar obscuro. Pelo menos é mais ou menos isso que eu entendi. Ah, deixa eu ver uma coisa. Não? Achei que tinha alguma coisa mais pra eu ver aqui. Tá, mas acho que é isso por enquanto.
Hey, you made it back. Good. I hope you didn't get stuck in any of those big puddles. Crazy flooding down there, huh? Just like I said.
Deputy, I want the body taken back to town for a proper examination ASAP.
Well, sure. But the coroner won't be back in town for another week after Deerfest.
Not a problem. I'll do it myself.
Oh, and Sheriff Breaker called to say he's got the bookers at the Oh Dear Diner.
Nossa, cachorro aqui estou de volta. Realmente era uma encomenda pra Daisy. E podemos voltar pro jogo
In
agora.
town. Oh, and I've got a key to the gate. It's a shortcut back to the parking lot just up the hill.
Vou pegar aqui a chave.
Thanks. Let's get the car, drive to Bright Falls, and talk to these witnesses, the bookers.
At the diner, right? I could use a cup of coffee.
Let's try that shortcut the deputy mentioned.
Sounds good.
Seems like a nice town so far. Murders aside. Pretty woods. Cute lodge we got set up in. We should go for a hike if we get a chance.
Now you're just being mean, Anderson.
Deputies aren't exactly up to the task, but hopefully the sheriff will be more helpful.
Not a surprise about the deputies. Doubt they see much stuff this gruesome.
Ah, mas eles vêm. Como a gente vai descobrir mais tarde. Deixa eu ver aqui, tem também mais um item pra eu pegar.
A lunchbox again. Who's leaving these out here?
Estamos juntos nessa, figura heróica. Tem um dia heróico. Deixa eu fechar aqui só a janela aqui do escritório. pronto. Tá vendo muito barulho da rua.
Can't fit the clues all together yet. Heart removed, tripod, tracks leading to a dead end.
A tripod? For a camera? To record a snuff film?
Maybe. And why take out his heart just to throw it away?
To stuff in something for
Ué,
us to
será que ele bugou
find.
ali?
Here we are. Let's drive back to town and meet the sheriff at the diner.
E vamos lá pra Bright Falls.
I can't get that manuscript page out of my head. I've never seen killers reach out so directly before.
Damn impressive work so far. With your technique, these hunches were moving fast.
É, nem bem uma técnica, é
I wasn't sure about taking a case so far from home, but I'm thrilled to be here for this mystery. Need to swing by the lodge to get anything from the field office?
No, I'm all set.
I'll park there anyway. I want to walk to the diner, get a feel for the town.
Muito bem.
The diner's just up the waterfront. Shouldn't keep the sheriff and our witnesses waiting.
I smell coffee.
Mas só vou deixar esperando um pouco, porque tem aqui uma caixa da seita logo aqui atrás.
I'm gonna go check something out. Be right back.
Got it.
Como eu tô no difícil, né? Sempre bom estar com mais itens. Aqui, ó. Vamos ver se eu vou pegar aqui. Fácil demais. Tema escuridão, tema o bosque. Opa, esqueci que... É. Eita, tô mal. Ah,
Welcome back, Anderson.
welcome back, Anderson.
Just how much coffee have you had today, Charlie?
Isso era eu escrevendo meu TCC tomando 2 litros de café por dia. Tá louco.
Not to
Sei
toot
como
my
é
own
que
horn, but
sobrevivia
I'm
aqui.
pretty darn sure my
Aqui, ó, encontrar o xerife.
Let me guess. The FBI. Welcome to Bright Falls. It's nice to have you here. I got you both some coffee. Oh, it's Washington's finest.
Nice to meet you, Sheriff. I'm set for coffee.
You know, I wouldn't say no to another.
I'm Agent Saga Anderson. This is Agent Alex Casey.
Tim Breaker. And let me just say, I'm happy you two are here. Frankly, we could use the help.
Your deputies said you had a couple of witnesses here.
They made them sound like suspects.
Mulligan and Thornton are still on about that? No, the Bookers don't strike me as the murdering type, but you can decide for yourselves. They're just inside having coffee and pie to calm their nerves.
I'll see what they have to say. Casey, you compare notes with the sheriff.
Take your time. We've looked through the case files you sent over, Sheriff. Have you had many people besides the known...
Excuse me. I'm Agent Saga Anderson. Are you the Bookers?
That's us. I'm Tammy, and he's Ed.
Hello, officer.
Just Saga is fine, Ed.
So, are we being charged with anything? Because if not, we'd love to get back to our hotel and decompress after what we saw. Take a bath, scream into pillows, that kind of thing.
We're not charging you. I just have a few questions. Nothing to stress about, okay? What were you doing at Cauldron Lake last night?
I'm a writer. True crime. We're here from New York, doing some research on a famous novelist, Alan Wake, who went missing here. I was down at the lake, getting some details. Perfectly legal.
So what did you see in the woods?
This naked dude came out of the lake, and he was acting crazy, shouting weird shit at us. He must have been on something.
Unless skinny dipping at dawn is a thing around here.
Then we heard shooting. We ran into these psychos in deer masks. They were tearing into the naked guy with knives, like some kind of satanic cult. And then we bolted and called the cops.
What makes you say it was a cult?
The masks and knives aren't enough.
They were shouting, "Cult of the tree, the cult of the tree, cult of the tree." Oh, and then we found it. The whole thing was terrifying. That's all.
O que você está escondendo?
The cult of the tree. What aren't the bookers telling me?
They found their necklace. The symbol is 2 triangles.
The cult wants their spruce tree back, Tammy.
Finders keepers, Ed. My publisher will want this on the cover.
Tammy found something. A necklace belonging to one of the cultists. The bookers were at Cauldron Lake. Why?
The fence was built to hide what's there. They say the writer fell in the lake.
Private party. No trespassing.
My book has questions. Past the bolt cutters.
They broke in for the sake of Tammy's book. Nothing to do with a murder. They were telling the truth. So you found something there, right? A necklace these cultists may have dropped.
Okay. Wow. How did you put that together?
It's evidence. You need to hand it over.
Told you not to keep that thing, Tammy.
Thanks. This could prove to be helpful. Do me a favor. Stick around town for now in case we have any more questions.
Like we'd even dream of missing Deerfest.
Oh, God. Saga! Saga Anderson. As I live and breathe. I thought we'd never see you back here after that awful, awful thing happened to your baby girl. How are you? I'm sorry. Who are you?
Estranha essa pessoa.
I don't know what you're talking about. It's me, silly. Rose. You know me.
I don't think I do. And what horrible thing happened to my baby girl?
She drowned. Your daughter. That's so weird you don't remember.
How do you know I have a daughter?
Oh, I know what this is. You're blocking out your traumatic memories. Happens on TV all the time.
No. You're mistaking me for someone else.
If you say so.
Ainda faz parecer que a gente que tá louco, né?
So, Rose, help me out. How do you think we know each other?
We all know each other around here. It's been a while, but I never forget a face. Or a coffee order.
Guess I just have one of those faces. Seen anything out of the ordinary in town lately? Suspicious people in deer masks?
No one's suspicious. But soon enough, there'll be lots of happy people wearing deer masks for Deerfest. Practically everyone will be wearing one.
Good to know.
ver aqui que eu posso juntar já de evidências. As mortes de Cauldron Lake.
We're dealing with an organized group of killers, not a lone serial killer.
Caso encerrado.
The cult of the tree is behind these murders. This case just became much more complicated. I'll need to start a new file. But it's my first cult case. Exciting.
Na Daisy com certeza teria essa mesma reação.
I need to know more about the cult of the tree if I'm going to shut them down.
Tá, que tipo de seita? Máscara de servos, mentalidade da seita. Grande quantidade de suprimentos dispostos numa mesa.
Think.
Que tipo, símbolos, né? Aqui das caixas da seita.
These stashes could contain clues about the cult. Better keep an eye out for more.
Não tem mais nada pra falar com ela, então vamos lá
All
pro
set?
necrotério.
My guys have Nightingale at the morgue if you're ready to go take a look.
Let's go. Well, Casey, I got a lead. Looks like we're dealing with a cult. The cult of the tree.
A murder cult. Fuck.
Have you heard of this cult of the tree, Sheriff?
Only the urban legend. If you're in the woods at night, the cult will get you. That sort of thing.
We're not gonna find out you're the Grand Wizard or something, are we?
I played some D&D back in the day. Wizard was always my favorite class.
Morning, Sheriff. Looks like you have some guests.
Ah, morning, Ted. Yeah, real important guests. Deerfest. Always draws a crowd, right?
Too true. More the merrier. Have a good one, Sheriff.
Have a good one, Sheriff.
Hey, what do you know about that waitress from the diner?
Rose? Yeah, she's a bit of a space case. Always has been. Why? What'd she do now?
She kept saying that my daughter drowned. She even knew my name. It was all very weird.
Rose has a talent for saying the weirdest thing possible. But it's best not to take it personally.
Hey, boss. Corpse is downstairs ready to go.
Yep, in the morgue, all prepped.
I'd like to take a closer look as soon as possible. Lead the way, Sheriff.
Oh, this is the Bright Falls Sheriff Station. Anything you need, just let us know.
We appreciate the support, Sheriff.
Acho que tem uns itens aqui que eu posso
I'll be right with you, sir. Yep. Just here to pay my ticket. Whenever you're ready to take my money.
Acho que aqui também tem. Não tem nada.
Agent?
Aqui tem. Tinha uma. Aqui, ó. Uma gaveta.
As you know, the investigation is being taken
Oh
over
dear,
by federal
I am a
agents.
tourist, and it
Sheriff
appears
Baker
that
wants
I'm
us to
lost in the
cooperate
woods.
fully.
We've only had a tour guide also.
serious
It's bear season.
now.
Oh no, a bear.
Oh, a bear.
Help. Did somebody call for a tour guide? Oh wow, Koskela Brothers Adventure Tours. Unforgettable tour experiences at affordable prices. That's right, I'm Ilmo Koskela, voted best coffee roaster / tour guide by Coffee World magazine, and I'm here to give you the tour of a lifetime. But Ilmo, I've heard the government has seized and restricted access to many local nature attractions. That is true, Janko. Many local attractions have recently become fenced off by the government, and that's why At Koskela Brothers Adventure Tours, we say, fuck the government. We have bolt cutters. Oh, wow. You think of everything, and we'll take you anywhere. Hiking through the scenic Elderwood National Park. Fishing in the crystal clear waters of Bright Falls Dam. Bird watching at majestic Mirror Peak. A tour of a lifetime is just one phone call away. Book now to get a 9% discount on this limited edition Oh Dear Diner coffee thermos.
Muito bom esses comerciais.
So we share a morgue with the funeral home next door. It's a shoestring budget. I guess you guys don't have that problem, though. Our only coroner rotates between a few other towns, and he's away this week, but you can handle this, right?
I'm qualified to perform examinations. Yes.
Something about morgues. They always cheer me up.
I can't say I feel the same.
He's joking.
Sarcasmo é o forte do xerife.
Okay. Let's take a look at our patient. I'll start with the external inspection before performing the internal examination. What was the cause of death? What other clues can the body give me?
Defensive wounds. He put up a fight.
This looks like text. A tattoo?
Nightingale didn't strike me as a tattoo guy.
The body shows signs of being submerged in water post-mortem. It doesn't add up. There's writing on here. Can't make it out.
Writing? How'd they manage that?
Aha. They did leave something inside his chest.
Agora vamos juntar aqui.
Time to see what Nightingale's body can tell us.
Escrita ritual. Texto borrado. Anti-sinal. Escrita ritual também.
Text is smudged. Looks inverted. Heart can't have been marked before removal. There's definitely something in his chest. Did the killers leave it there? It's the same type of page we found at Cauldron Lake.
Nightingale hunted Saga. Didn't see her. The Taken could not see into bright light. Light hurt them, made them vulnerable. Nightingale had no heart, but here he was, killing.
Someone's created a fucked up fantasy about us.
Hey, hold on. We found these kinds of pages. I didn't think they were relevant to this case. I have them right here. No, wait!
Sheriff?
What the hell?
see into bright light.
Vamos direto para a luz.
I'll make you pay.
Vou te falar. Aqui a legenda tá bem desse.
He's coming. No weapon. The page said to get into the light. He can't see me in the light. My gun's out in the hall. Gotta get it back. Go! Vanished. He didn't have a heart, but he still got up. The page predicted all of it. It helped me fight him.
He just
Página
disappeared?
preview ou a história
What the
tá
hell is
mudando a
going on
realidade?
here?
We need to figure that out if we're gonna do anything about it. Somehow we need to make sense of this. There's no rational explanation to what we just saw.
I'd love to blame this on mass hallucination caused by inhaling volcanic gas, but we both know that's bullshit. This was supernatural.
Well, I'm glad you were the one to say
Nesse
it.
ponto, eu provavelmente
Now we
ia
can
embora
figure out a
desse
way
lugar,
forward.
nunca mais voltava.
Right before things got crazy, Sheriff Breaker
Mas eu não
just
sei até que ponto a
vanished.
história,
Maybe
né,
the sheriff
já
knew more than he was
alterou a
letting on.
realidade de tal forma que a
He seemed
que a filha dela
anxious,
já não tenha
like he
morrido.
dreaded what was coming. One more mystery. The victim of a ritualistic murder turns into a monster. Is there a connection?
Looks to me like the cult of the tree is performing rituals to create monsters.
Maybe. We need to start with learning this cult's goal, their purpose.
Saga was back at Cauldron Lake. Saga had to pursue Nightingale. Into the overlap. Finding a way in would be difficult. A ritual. Saga would learn how. Stop the monster.
Acho que aqui tem uma coisa pra eu pegar também. Não, não tem sim. Deixa eu botar aqui um espaço rápido na minha... da pistola, botar aqui no 1, botar essa vida grande... Não vou usar no espaço rápido. Aqui no 4 e aqui. Agora tá melhor. E vamos juntar aqui as pistas.
A dead man turned into a monster. Light as a way to fight him. Pages predicting the future. There's no rational explanation. This is the case we must solve. The page places Nightingale back at Cauldron Lake. Calls him a Taken. We need to head over there, stop him, before anyone else gets hurt.
Okay.
We heard gunshots. Y'all okay?
Did you get spooked by the bodies?
Sheriff Breaker disappeared. Nightingale turned into some sort of a monster, and there are offices down. You two handle things here. We need to get back to Cauldron Lake immediately.
Fuck me. That's terrible. We'll do what we can, man.
É, eles não estão muito apavorados, né? Tem um corpo estraçalhado aqui na frente.
But that's crazy, right, Thornton? Nightingale's heart was missing. How could he do anything? He's dead.
Yeah, right. Well, that's all crazy talk. Monsters aren't real, and what do you mean, the sheriff?
É, né? Teve uns tiros aí, o xerife desapareceu, mas daí a gente sobe aqui na delegacia, tá tudo normal, tudo de boa. Nada demais aconteceu.
They're a fine pair.
Aqui, ó, tá o pessoal. Continua aí, cara trabalhando. Ali, o cara de boa no computador.
Hello. My client has been held here long enough. Are you gonna let me speak to them or not?
Just a moment, ma'am. Someone will be right with you.
Nightingale and his cult are dangerous. We need to be prepared in case things escalate more than they already have. Can you call it in, Casey?
A smart choice, Anderson. Yeah, Agent Casey here. Yeah. We need backup. The Bright Falls case. Whoever you can spare. ASAP. Think we'll actually find Nightingale at the lake?
The pages haven't been wrong yet.
We can't assume the person writing these pages isn't playing us.
I agree. But it's our best lead. Mercado won't roll over on the issues.
Ah, se eu correr ele não vai? Vamos lá logo pro carro.
Rinse and repeat. Clock out, get a beer. Or maybe 3.
I need to come clean, Anderson. I know why Nightingale was here 13 years ago. He was chasing a writer, Alan Wake.
Tammy mentioned him. She's writing a book on his disappearance.
You know the detective character from his books, Alex Casey.
Yeah, I've heard the jokes at the office. Cold case Casey. Murder case Casey. Sorry.
Haha. It's the same name, similar job. It's the first thing anyone thinks of. It annoyed me, but that was it. Then, 10 years ago, I started getting strange letters in the mail. Fragments of prose describing murders. You've heard the stories about what happened in New York. Some of it, at least. Bodies started to pile up. It was a murder cult. Turns out the fragments sent to me were from the crime books of Alan Wake. The cult was copycatting the murders from the books. In their heads, they were performing a ritual to bring Wake back. Their imagined prophet. After that case, I started looking into Wake's disappearance on the side.
And you thought this case might be connected to him? His name does keep popping up.
I just wanted you to have all the facts.
Next time, give them to me before we find ourselves in the middle of a horror story.
Se não me engano, ainda tem uma lancheira da X-Case aqui que eu tinha esquecido de pegar também. Mas ainda tá tranquilo pra achar.
The page says Nightingale's in something called an overlap. Need to figure out exactly what that means.
I'm happy I'm not in charge of this mess.
Thanks. Let's start looking for Nightingale where he was killed. The writer of these pages knows what will happen. Because they're behind this, or because they can see what's coming. Impossible things are happening here. A world operating on different rules. I need to understand this strange logic. To see the clues. To solve the case.
Pra onde eu soltar, a gente teria o quê? Mais uns 15 minutos de luz? Ele disse assim, não, gente, vamos esperar até amanhã, né? Quando amanhecer.
I've been thinking more about the cult of the tree. What sort of cult refers to themselves as a cult?
In my experience, they don't.
We're not seeing the full picture yet.
Hey, hello there. How are you folks doing?
Those restricted area signs don't do a damn thing, huh?
Hello, Saga Anderson. Are you two supposed to be here?
I'm Ilmo Koskela. Fantastic to meet you. And yes, Stephen here hired me to show him through the woods. He's in town on important government business. Fixing this impressive piece of hardware.
Acho que eu vou arrumar aqui um pouco mais a minha câmera, que eu fico bem ali na cabeça da saga, né? Deixa eu deixar mais pra cima, então. Acho que é melhor, então. Diminuir um pouco aqui a minha câmera. Acho que assim tá bom. Não vai ficar atrapalhando tanto.
Work for the FBC, ma'am. I'm authorized to be here.
And I bet you two are here about that murder. Nasty stuff. How's it going?
What is this thing?
It's just a monitoring station, ma'am. The Federal Bureau of Control checks volcanic activity and air toxicity levels. No need to worry, though. It's mostly for research purposes.
That's one gorgeous sweater, Saga. Looks Nordic. I bet a family member made it.
My mother made this sweater for me. How do you know?
I knew it. My mom used to knit those sweaters for me and my brother. Watery, my hometown, was founded by Finnish immigrants. So between your name and the sweater, I figured your family might be from Finland too. Suomi, Finland. Ulla, Karjalanpiirre.
Close. My mom's family is from Sweden originally. I don't know much about them beyond that. The sweater is just something to remember her by. How did you hear about the murder, Ilmo? Do you know anything that could help us?
People tend to tell me things. The Koskela brothers are kind of a household name around here. Speaking of, if you're looking for some fun, stop by Watery. Just down the road from Bright Falls, there's our Coffee World amusement park. There's sauna ja vihta. And we offer a variety of guided tours, hunting, fishing, hiking, whatever strikes your fancy. You name it, we probably got it.
Stephen, we're investigating a murder that occurred nearby. What can you tell me about your bureau?
Nothing that isn't classified, I'm afraid. But I don't know anything about a murder. Operations here are run by a different department. I'm just here to make some repairs. The wiring on this thing frays every couple months.
Yep, that's the raccoons. They grow real big here with teeth like you wouldn't believe. Can't gnaw right through a garbage can.
Well, I need to get back to it. Let's get to the murder site, Casey.
Que tosse chata.
A lot of things about this case keep bothering me. But one thing feels really off. Breaker's disappearance. I don't get the feeling Nightingale was responsible.
He was about to give you more of those pages. Something didn't want us to have them? Or was protecting him from Nightingale? Spontaneous combustion? I don't know. Not the kind of disappearance we normally solve.
Deixa eu ver uma coisa aqui do mapa. Sei pra onde eu tenho que ir.
Our crime scene's drowning. I never minded rain. Feels like home.
No sign of Nightingale. But the page did place him at Cauldron Lake, in an overlap. So how do we follow him there?
Maybe something around here will tell us.
After we find Nightingale, what then?
I've never arrested a monster.
I've watched you arrest plenty of monsters, Anderson.
You know what I mean. Monsters. Light worked against him at the morgue. That might be the only way to stop him from hurting anyone else. Monsters? Overlaps? Rituals? What do you make of all of this?
The killers are usually the ones performing the ritual, not the detective. Acting out their sick fantasy. They may be trying to get you involved, forcing you into their twisted world.
But with dead men coming alive, the word ritual starts to have more weight behind it. We need to look around. Learn what this ritual is. We've seen this symbol before.
Did I?
Bare feet. Nightingale. I'll see where these footprints lead. Can you comb through the crime scene one more time, KC? Just in case?
On it. If anything comes up, I'll radio you.
O legal é que essas pegadas estão cobertas de sombras, mas eles acham normal, né? Deixa eu ver aqui no mapa. Eu sigo reto aqui. Eu acho que aqui ó, tem uma lancheira da Alex Case, então eu tenho que ir aqui reto, direita, esquerda. Exatamente, vou ter que olhar no mapa de novo. Seria cá? Não, né? Seria pra cá, né? Pra você sair reto por aqui. Subindo, né? Subindo aqui. Isso mesmo. Tá, tô no caminho certo. Vamos lá. Importante não perder muito dessas lancheiras, porque eu consigo, né, pra usar os pontos pra melhorar minhas armas. É aqui, eu acho. Aqui, ó, sempre quando tem esse símbolo aqui, quer dizer que tem uma lancheira perto.
There's another lunchbox.
Mais 2, quantos que eu tenho já? 5, ainda não dá pra melhorar nada. É, né? Agora eu sigo por aqui mesmo. Deixa eu ver se é por aqui ainda. Não, eu não quero ainda no Witch's Hut. Eu vou nesse lugar depois. E olha só, já tá bem escuro agora, né? No fim do jogo, que é quando tu tá mais livre pra explorar os lugares, é muito mais escuro e ainda tá chovendo.
The tracks lead into the water. Where'd you go from here? I can feel something. A presence. Nightingale isn't far. I know Nightingale is somewhere around Cauldron Lake.
The tree was a threshold. This place and the dark place. You're in over your head. Next stop, Caldera Street Station.
The threshold. Like a doorway. Leading to Nightingale.
It's somehow connected to a tree. Witch's ladle?
Like it's reacting to the light. These aren't the same tracks that were here before. They're headed into the tree, not out of it. My flashlight burned the dark stuff away. It was covering another page.
The fuse was in place. Saga stepped into the witch's hut. Inside, a bright light. There were objects that stood out to Saga, as if the light had manifested them.
The witch's hut. Okay. I trust the pages to lead me to the overlap.
Agora sim que a gente vai no Hut, né, que já vai ter fusível para ligar os da Renegade.
This is the witch's hut.
Anderson, thought I saw something in the woods. Probably just a deer, but I'm gonna check it out.
Okay. I found another page. Following up on a lead. Keep checking in.
Roger.
This fuse is busted. Another one of those lunch boxes.
Sei que as coisas podem ficar um pouco malucas por aqui, mas se você sentir medo, lembre-se apenas de que Alan está tomando conta de nós. Esse é o medo.
This one looks good. People should really stop littering, though. Another page. Making progress.
The image of the witch in the sign. Saga addressed the witch. The smudged line on the heart. The second part recited from memory. I brought you the heart, witch. Show me the terror. Saga pushed the heart through the hole in the sign.
Agora vamos achar o coração do Nightingale.
I already took care of all this. The page from the witch's hut seems to be describing some kind of ritual. Nightingale's heart disappeared from the morgue. Where is it now?
To get into the overlap, I need to find Nightingale's heart. Read the line imprinted on it, plus the line on the page to the witch's ladle sign. Then push the heart through the hole in the sign.
Fazer perfil do Nightingale agora.
I need Nightingale's heart to get to the overlap. Where is it?
The cultist wasn't close. He was there, but he was risen. Nightingale was there. The opposite of sunspots. Who said that?
That's not it. I don't have what I need to find Nightingale's heart. There must be more. Nightingale's heart. Where is it?
While they played cards in the general store, the witch had stolen his heart. Get out of my house.
Nightingale's heart is at the general store, in a fridge.
need to check the general store for the heart.
Deixa eu botar aqui, salvar. Onde que eu posso salvar isso aqui? Salvar aqui mesmo. Aqui no meio.
Casey, I'm headed to the general store. I think I know how to get into the overlap.
Roger that. I followed some ATV tracks in the woods and got a bit turned around.
Did you get lost?
I've only been lost once in my life, Anderson. The years I spent with my ex-wife. I'll find my way back, don't you worry about it.
Clichê. O problema é bem clichê desses povos aí que o cara tem. Agora vai correr aqui um cerco. E agora sim.
Watch in the night!
Fuck!
The cult of the tree!
A cultist. A monster. Like Nightingale. The text on the heart is clearer now. Legible. Sounds literary. But what does it mean? I feel like I recognize this. The fridge. The heart. I knew it would be here. Like I saw it in a dream. And now I need to give the heart to the witch. Makes total sense.
Super. Saga no mercado. Vamos ver aqui que... Aqui.
Saga edged toward the broken door, her gun ready, flashlight aimed ahead. Nightingale said it would be here. The Cauldron Lake General Store was overgrown, left to rot. Saga thought about the cult of the tree. They'd been here, waiting, planning a gruesome ritual murder. Meanwhile, they played cards in the general store, like it was just another late-night poker game. Saga stepped closer to the door. Had the animal broken it? There was a loud crash. Saga found herself face to face with a cultist, a hulking figure in a raincoat. We watch in the night. Wild eyes behind a plastic deer mask, an axe in his raised hand.
Aqui, uma escopeta. Deixa eu me lembrar qual é a senha certa ali. Vamos ver. Enquanto isso, vou aproveitar que eu já tenho bastante itens de cura. Vamos recuperar aqui um pouco mais de vida. 723 não é, então 739 ou 745. É um desses dois. Sete, três, 9. Aí.
Casey, there are cultists in the area. They're taken, like Nightingale. Watch yourself out there.
Yeah, thanks for the heads up. I'm still finding my way back.
You have the worst sense of direction.
Any city in America I can get through drunk and blindfolded. It's these damn trees.
Okay, okay. I'm en route to Witch's Ladle. I need to perform a ritual to open the overlap. This case just keeps getting weirder. But it is exciting.
Recém acabou de ter que matar cultista, mas acho a parada empolgante. Eu tô pelo lugar errado. Eu sei que quando baixar aqui eu consigo achar uma lancheira pra lá. Aproveitar e já salvar aqui também. Agora que vai aparecer, né? Ah, não, não é ali, né?
The wave crashed on the far side of the mirror. I brought you the Heart Witch. Show me the terror. Casey, I think I'm in the overlap. Are you still on your way? Casey! Casey, do you read me? Fuck. Okay, Saga. Going in solo. Logan? Logan! Where are you? What the fuck was that? Logan's back in Virginia. You're imagining things.
Would you please help me?
What was that? Wait. Did I get turned around? No, this is right. This place is looping. Like a nightmare.
The rider went into the lake, banished the dark presence. Taken still lurked in the woods. The dark place receded. The current pulled back those with darkness inside, into the lake. Nightingale was there, one of them. The dark presence, Jagger had taken him. The witch had stolen his heart. They sank beneath the waves. The dark place, wandering in the shadows, muttering to themselves. It's dark. I'm lost. Where am I? Who am I? I can't remember. It's cold. Premium cabins for rent in Bright Falls. Who said that? Can you hear me? I need help. Please. Stop this. What did I do? You must dig it out. Their shape shifted. Echoes of the writer's dreams. Fading in, fading out. The next story and the story after that. The writer was writing again.
He's here. Nightingale.
Eu não tenho munição suficiente pra derrotar ele. Acho.
Who is that? It's like they're coming in over a bad signal. Nightingale's badge.
Tem mais munição de escopeta. Mas eu tinha escapado.
Who are you?
What is this? Who are you?
Hear me.
I'm Saga Anderson, FBI. I can hear you.
Cauldron Lake.
Yes, I'm at Cauldron Lake. Where are you?
How to escape. In danger. The dark presence.
Danger. Thanks. Got it. Are you okay?
No! It's my fault! It got out with my face! Scratch!
Sir, calm down. I'm gonna need you to take a breath.
He's changed the story. The dark presence. We must stop it before...
Easy now. First things first. What's your name?
My name is Alan Wake. I'm a writer. I've been...
Wake? Where did you come from? You've been missing for 13 years.
13.
Olha aí. Então, vamos deixar então o primeiro capítulo como um gancho então para encerrar aqui a nossa live. Então espero, acho que amanhã de tarde, acho que eu consigo já continuar aqui na parte 2. É isso, muito obrigado a todos que assistiram e nos vemos